great.
Well,
Glad to be here.
thank you. Thanks for being on my show. Remember, y'all, this is Rock the Ages, where I play the best of classic rock, 60s through 90s. Grassy Waters is a local South Florida band. So why don't we go around the table and introduce ourselves? So,
My name's Andy. I play bass.
I'm Mike. I'm the lead vocalist and drummer, percussion.
I'm Adrian, and I play the cello.
My name's Dan. I play guitar and harmonica and some other things.
awesome, great. So now you guys are officially here at Owl Radio, and let's get started. So tell us, how long have you guys been doing shows for, and how did you guys get your start?
Well, me and Adrian met first, actually. Well, I've known Andy and Mike for years, but we weren't really in a band together, and Adrian and I met because we were serving tables at the same sports bar for a little bit. And that was like 3 years ago now, actually, so we've been in a band for a while. We didn't play shows right away. We were just kind of writing music, and now we've been playing shows around South Florida for probably a solid, 2.5, 3 years, so.
And I grew up playing classical cello, so to play this kind of music is a whole new ballgame for me, and it's been awesome.
So how did that conversation come up when you guys were like, oh, I play guitar, you play cello, and then did magic just happen after that, or?
The magic happened like months after because we were both new at the restaurant, actually, so we both kind of didn't know anybody, and I think that's how we started to be friends. And we found out that we both play music, so I was like, oh, cool, a cello player. You don't meet a cello player too often.
Not
So
at all.
I had her number for a while, but I didn't really do anything with it for a couple months. She actually wasn't even working at the restaurant anymore, and that was when me and Andy were living together, so we actually were starting to write a bunch of songs. Some of the songs on our album that's about to be released were like the first Grassy Waters songs ever written that Andy and I wrote together. And once we had that going, I could kind of like see the concept of the band and knew like cello would be awesome. And I still was in touch with Adrian, so then I hadn't even seen her since she was at the restaurant, but I called her and was like, okay, so now I finally have a use for you, so come be in this band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good use. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's great. Awesome story. So